Welcome back everybody to Voltz. My name's Warrior009 and it's been a little bit since this last episode has come out. Last episode I showed you guys how to make the original power suit armor. So we made some of these. We made the head, the torso, the legs, and the feet. I have made the power tool in the meantime. It has been a while, so I have gotten a lot of materials since then. I've been on and off in this world the last probably couple weeks. But there has been another series that has been going on pretty consistently in FTB using the Yogcraft pack. So if you guys haven't seen that, please go check that out. But we are doing Voltz today. We are going to be using our tinkering table and our power armor, and we're going to try to get it as close as possible to perfect. We're really used to our flying ring, the Swiftwolf Rendering Gale in Tekkit. So this is kind of taking over for that. It's taking over for our quantum suit. And then this power tool is really cool. So for today though, we're going to need a lot of things. Just a quick list here. We need 1 hologram emitter, 2 control circuits, 10 force field emitters, 5 HV capacitors, 2 low voltage capacitors, 2 glider wings, 2 parachutes, 7 ion thrusters. So as you guys can probably see, all of these numbers are about 1 off. That's because I'm going to show you guys how to make all these. But we need 11 servo motors, 6 solenoids. I've already made those because you'll be seeing them a couple more times. 2 pieces of wool, 9 pieces of iron, and 3 diamonds. And that doesn't even include what's involved in some of these things. So force field emitters are also used in ion thrusters. So there's a couple of those that are double, that the number's higher. But that's going to be used for all of our little upgrades, the things that I want to put onto my power armor. So first things first, if I were to go into our tinkering table and click on my power armor head, I do need a hologram emitter and another control circuit. The second control circuit's for our flight control, so I do need to make a hologram emitter. It is very easy, and if you're in your tinkering table and you can't get out of it, just press escape. That's the way to get out of it. So we'll look up our hologram emitter. Hologram emitter. So we need cactus green, rose red, lapis, glowstone, some glass, and some wiring. So it's a very easy thing to make as long as you have the materials, which luckily enough I have them. So we'll grab some of these. Do I have wiring? I do have wiring. Okay. And some glowstone. Right, so glowstone, cactus. I do need lapis. Alright, so we're come over here. We will look at this one last time. Alright. Glowstone, I already forgot it. I have a very poor memory. I'm very good at math and things like that, but when it comes to memorizing things, I'm pretty awful, god awful at it. Wiring, and of course it reset it, so I think it was like this. Nope. Damn it, there's one off. Alright, so that's our hologram emitter. If you want to do your active camouflage and stuff like that, like you can make it so that you can change the color of your armor, or you can make it transparent. If you want to do that, you're going to need more hologram emitters, but I don't really mind the look of it. So we will put on, first of all, our night vision, which takes a hologram emitter and our control circuit. And I don't have my control circuit with me, that's why I can't do it. I have one of them here. So click on this again. We will install, and now if you want to take it off, you can salvage it. Sometimes you get the items back, sometimes you do not, so be careful with, you should really just plan out what you want to put onto your power armor at first. Go into a creative world, that's what I did, and just try out a bunch of different things, but you guys will be able to see my numbers and kind of determine on what you guys want. So our next thing we actually need to make is our flight control, which is another control circuit, which of course I got rid of a little early, otherwise I could have looked it up. Control circuit, there's 2 control circuits. You want the one that says push shift for more information, so we'll look at this. 2 control circuits or basic circuits, more wiring, glowstone, and some redstone. So we have 2 control circuits. We actually have more control circuits if we just wanted to use those, but I believe I'm using those for something else. Redstone, wiring, and glowstone. It's been a while since I've been in Voltz, so my recipes are a little off of what I remember them to be. There we go. Alright, so now we have another control circuit. Come back over to our tinker table. We'll click on our helmet again. and install our flight control. The next thing we want to do is take energy shields. I like this better than diamond plating or iron plating because you do need to be careful of the weight of your power armor. If it's more than 25 kilograms, you guys will see once we start getting things on here, the weight of this will go up. So if the total weight is higher than 25 kilograms, you'll go really slow, and it just really screws around with a lot of your like your jetpack and your jet boots. So try to keep it under 25. If you can't, really look at what you're putting into your power armor and see if there's anything that you can get rid of. But we have a bunch of force field emitters already made. I am eventually going to need one more, so I guess I'll just make the one right now. You need 4 solenoids. Solenoids are a little tricky. You need iron ingots and wiring. Wiring is a little tricky too. You need gold nuggets and insulated copper wire, or copper wire, it doesn't matter, it's the same. It's basically the same thing. So look at this again. 4 ender pearls and an advanced circuit. An advanced circuit's a little bit more difficult too. This takes basic circuits, redstone, and a diamond. You're making too much noise. Okay, so we'll come back in here. We need a... Oh, do I have... I'd have an advanced circuit. Am I going to need another one somewhere else? Probably. If we do, I can make it then, but an advanced circuit's pretty easy. What were we making? Force field emitter. So advanced circuit, solenoids, and ender pearls. Ender pearls are obviously very self-explanatory. Wherever they are, there's 2 here. I've got some more over here. So that's 4. Hello. Well, that just happened. I forgot I took my armor off, but that's why we're making the power armor. You bastard. There goes all my levels of experience. I think it was up to 64 or something. So we'll try to pick up everything. That looks to be everything. I am missing something though. Where is it? Power. What am I missing here? Chest plate? Where'd it go? I don't know where it would have went. I have my power, I have the boots, I have the chest plate. I'm missing the legs, aren't I? I have my power glove. Oh, there it is. Hiding. Alright, so before that little situation happened, so our night vision's on, our flight control is on. We're trying to make energy shields. We do have 2 already. Once I need to make the last one, I will make that, but actually no, I won't. I'll make it right now. So we have the advanced circuits, we have the ender pearls, and solenoids. We do have some solenoids already, so if you guys did miss that, I mean, we will be making more. I don't think I'm actually making any more solenoids. So once again, we'll look at this wiring and iron ingots. It's pretty easy. If you guys don't have you should have not enough items unless you took it off yourself, but and not that. Ender pearls. That makes a force field emitter. So we'll come back over here. We will put on our helmet, and I actually need to flip my little note page around because I've got 3 pages of notes for this stupid thing. Is this right? Yeah, this is right. Okay, so energy shield, we will install that. We will turn this all the way up to 500 joules and 6 points, so this gives us 6 points of armor. The next thing we need to do is put an elite battery on. This allows us to have a energy source onto our helmet. We do have some HV capacitors, which is what the elite battery is essentially. So we have wiring and an elite battery. An elite battery is very difficult to make. That's why it kind of took a little while for this episode to come out. You do need gas tiers and lead ingots. Right now the best way to get lead ingots is to go into the nether and killing wither skeletons. So these are difficult enough. These are almost as difficult. Luckily enough, they do fall off pretty consistently. It's not like you're going for wither skeleton skulls and the really difficult stuff. But once you guys do have that, they're not the most difficult thing to make. It's just getting the materials. So we do have another gas tier. As you guys can see, we have a lot of materials here. We need a couple pieces of insulated wire. And is that it? Where is it? There it is. Gas tier. Oh, and steel plates. That's right. So we do have a couple more steel plates, and you guys should know how to make those already. So steel plates, lead ingots, gas tier, and 2 pieces of wire. Now these do need to be charged, so if you have a elite battery box or any advanced battery box, sorry, if you have anything like that, just throw it in there, charge it up. So we'll let that go, and we'll put on another HV capacitor while we wait. So on our head we will install an elite battery, which is an HV capacitor, and for this we're going to crank this all the way up to 5 megajoules, and this also weighs 10 kilograms, so that's what I'm saying about the weight is 10 kilograms. Environment, this is our water breathing, so this will allow us to breathe underwater. This needs an LV capacitor, which we have one made. LV capacitor is really easy, it's just a normal battery and wiring, so you guys should know how to make a normal battery. If not, it's just tin, redstone, and coal. I already did that because it's very simple to make. So we'll throw you on, and that concludes our helmet. Next thing we're gonna do the torso next. So I don't have active camouflage. I don't have it on there. I don't want it on there. We do need another energy shield, so which we have some in our inventory already. Now these need to be in your inventory obviously to install them. So we'll install that. We will crank this up all the way again to 500 joules and 6 points. We'll go down to our next thing, our elite battery. We will install again. This time it's not cranked all the way up though. This time it's only cranked up to 2.34 megajoules. And that's because it takes it to about half of the weight, 5 kilograms. I really want to try to keep this pretty light overall, so next thing we're going to need is gliders, parachutes, and a jetpack. The gliders are pretty easy. We have them already made. Gliders are just steel plates and iron ingots, very easy to make. So didn't feel like I really needed to show you guys making those. Also, the other thing is parachutes. Ugh, a lot of clicking. Parachutes are just wool and string, so once again, another really easy thing that doesn't really need to be shown. But we'll come back over here. We'll install that and that. Now the next thing is a jetpack. The ion thrusters are very difficult to make. They are very expensive, as you guys can see here. 2 force field emitters, some solenoids, glowstone, advanced circuit, and a steel plate. So we have, how many do we have? We have 6 made. I think I need 7. So, am I right? Do I need 7? Alright, so we showed you how to make the solenoids. Force field emitter, we did show you that. So we need 2 of those. An advanced circuit. Did I already use my advanced circuit? I did. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna need. We're gonna go with this right away just to see. I think I already have enough ion thrusters, to be honest with you. I think 6 might be enough. So we're gonna look back onto here. For our jetpack, we need 4 installed. So we'll install those. For the jetpack, I have this set to 15. Very low, actually. Lower than most of you would probably expect it to be. 15.1 meganewtons of thrust. And then that's it for the power armor torso. So we have our helmet done, we have our torso done. Next thing is our legs. So once again, we need another energy shield, so we're going to install that. The energy shield, once again, is cranked all the way up, 500 joules and 6 points. Next thing is an elite battery, another HV capacitor. That's only set once again to 2.34, which is 5 kilograms. We have sprint assist. We do not have jump assist. We have swim boost, and we have uphill step assist. So the sprint assist uses our servo motors. Our servo motors we have 10 of. We're going to need another one eventually. So control circuit, iron, and solenoids. So we're going to make another one of these. Control circuits. Do we have any solenoids sitting around? Solenoids and iron. So we need we need our servo motors, one iron ingot, surrounded by 2 solenoids, and a control circuit. Now this is different. As you guys can see, the numbers are different. This one has the press shift for more information. And this is the normal one, so you need to use a normal one. Servo motor. Come over here. Put it on our leggings. So we have our energy shield. We have our elite battery already. Sprint assist we will install. Sprint assist is set to... what do we got this set to? Power is 150. Not that. So I'm looking at the numbers that are underneath the bar. This is set to 150. Walking speed multiplier. Yeah, multiplier, sorry. 5 joules should be the power. Wherever that's going to be, right there. That should be 200%, that should be 0, and that's 5 joules. So obviously everything's going to be a little bit different depending on what exactly you want. We also need another ion thruster and solenoids, and 2 more servo motors. This is our uphill step assist, so this allows us to walk up 1 block increments. And our swim boost we will install. Our swim boost is, I think it's cranked all the way up. Yes, 1 meters per second, 100 joules. So that's it for our leggings. The last thing is for our boots. Once again, we're going to need another shield. Crank that all the way up to 500 joules and 6 points. So now we have basically our full set of armor. We do not have a battery on here. We do have shock absorbers, so we have servo motors and wool. I don't have my wool with me, so I need to back out and grab those. Shock absorber, install. The shock absorber is set to 7.5 joules. Right there, so 75%. It's not full, but I do kind of want to make sure I'm not using a ton of energy. And our final thing is our jet boots. So actually I need 2 more ion thrusters. I only have 1, so that's kind of an issue. Ender pearls, solenoids. Wait, that wasn't right. Okay, advanced circuit, glowstone, force field emitters. Do I have all those things? We have 2 force field emitters. We have glowstone. We have 2 solenoids. Do we have a steel plate? We need 1 steel plate and an advanced circuit. So our advanced circuit, 2 basic circuits, a diamond, and redstone. So we'll get rid of some of these things. Book and quill we can put away. Signs we can put away. Alright, so 2 control circuits. Actually, I don't know if it's those. Is it those? It's not. It's regular basic circuits. 2, 3, 4. 4. Do I only need 2? Man, I'm losing myself here. Oh, I did only need 2. Okay. 2. Take a diamond. And our redstone. Advanced circuit. Okay. So we do need a last ion thruster. Do we have everything that we need here? I think so. 2 solenoids. An advanced circuit. And our steel plate and glowstone. Steel plate and glowstone. So that makes us our last ion thruster. So we'll come back over here to our boots. We will install our jet boots. Our jet boots are set all the way up to 75.1 meganewtons. So once again, not all the way, but... Is that right? 70.4? Yes. It's not all the way, it's pretty close. So that takes care of our helmet, our torso, our legs, and our boots. The last thing that we're going to need is our power tool. Our power tool we have... Let me flip my page over one last time here. We have a plasma cannon, we have our melee assist, shovel, axe, and pickaxe. We're going to have our diamond drill upgrade and aqua affinity. I don't believe I don't have a battery on this, so for this we need 2 more force field emitters and an HV capacitor. Tell me I don't have everything. 2 force field emitters. Oh, I needed that one last HV capacitor, which is our elite battery down here. So we'll grab this. It's fully charged now. Come over here, we put our elite battery in between 2 pieces of wiring. This makes us our last HV capacitor. Come over to here. Plasma cannon install. Amperage is cranked all the way up to 20 points. The reason it's at 20 points is most mobs have 20 points of health. 20 points of health is 10 hearts, so that's kind of the same thing. If you want like a creeper explosion, you can crank the voltage up. I don't recommend it because you'll start making holes everywhere. This just does pure damage. This will make a hole, so be careful with that. Melee assist is just 2 more servo motors and an LV capacitor. We have the impact set to 99.5, just strange. If I can get there. 99.6, is that good enough? Maybe. Yeah, we'll go with this. My numbers are a little different, which is strange. So, oh, did I have carry through? I did have carry through. That's why. Get that to there. 99.5, 99, and 9. Okay, so that does 9 points of damage. So most of them are going to be 3 hits. You know what, to be perfectly safe, we'll just crank that all the way up. So it's a 2-hit kill almost every single time. Our shovel is just 3 iron and more solenoids. Did I use all my solenoids? I did. I didn't mean to. Come over here. We don't need platinum, we need iron. Make some more of these solenoids if you guys haven't seen them before. Solenoids. Okay, so power tool. We will install our shovel. Our shovel, all of these are set to 15x, so 475 joules. Our axe, same thing. You guys will see that I think 15 is a good number. If I can get it there. There it is. And our pickaxe. So once again, this will be set to 15 times. Diamond drill upgrade, another solenoid and more diamonds. Aqua affinity is a servo motor. Aqua affinity is set to 50%. And this guy is banging on my door. Ah, it's really loud actually too. Okay, so that's everything. We'll put all of our new confangled armor on. And the first time you put it on, it's actually going to be pretty charged for the most part. I think. No, that's not. So you do need to charge it every once in a while. So we'll go down. But another thing that is very important is if you go into escape, press options and go to controls, you can scroll all the way down and see what your keybind button is. Mine is K. A big thing for this, for our power armor, is that you want to make it... Mine's already set to things. So you want to make it so that you can turn your jet boots off when you'd like, and you can turn your jetpack and your flight assist off when you'd like. So how this works is you can pick a button. Let's say I press B. I can assign different things to B and turn them on and off. I already have them attached to my jetpack, and my flight assist is set to I. Yeah, a stutter there. And my jet boots are set to U. So I can turn them on and off when I'd like. So jet boots on, jet boots off. I like them on. Jetpack off and flight control off. I do like them off when I'm running around. So we'll go downstairs. We will try to charge these up as much as we can. If I can take these off. We'll actually put, is there anything? No, we can't put anything on there. We'll throw that in there. And that in there. So these will charge up. These actually need quite a bit. So we'll go through quite a bit of battery box power. But you do need to charge them up every once in a while. It's not like quantum armor where it just kind of lasts forever. And we will charge that guy up. But all of this stuff all of the energy pools into one. So take that out. We will use this one. Okay, so now that we're full, we can put all this stuff back on. Put the boots, and we have our power tool. I can go upstairs, and you guys can see at the top left, it's 9.69 megajoules out of 9.69 megajoules. It does, like I said, it pools together. So we can have this. The difference between, you guys have probably seen a little bit where the Power Glove tool has different functions. In Voltz, it doesn't do that. In FTB, it does. So it depends on what version of the power suit armor you have. But if you right click with your Power Glove on and you have the plasma cannon, you can shoot those. If you have the amperage cranked up, is it amperage or voltage? The voltage will make big holes. So our amperage is set, and you guys just right click, hold it as big as you want, and shoot it off. And as you guys can see, I'm running a little bit, I'm walking kind of fast. It's probably a little bit faster than what I would normally do. When I run, it's quite a bit faster. With my jet boots on, I can jump up in the air. I can't really do very much with them. Like, it's just kind of like being on the moon, low gravity. But when I turn my flight assist on and have jet boots on at the same time, I can go up. I can fly around, but you have to be careful because it takes a little bit of getting used to. You kind of have to aim your direction of where you want to go. So, like, I have to be careful because sometimes I'm always looking like right there. And if I'm just below the horizontal line of where I am, like let's say I'm at 71 right now. If I was to look at 70, I would technically be going down, which would take me straight down. So it doesn't take very much, but you do need to aim where you want to go. So it is a little bit different than being in creative mode or whatever. So it does take a little bit getting used to, but once you use the right numbers and get your weight and all their tinkering done, it's pretty easy to use. So, but I'll show you guys how the Power Glove works. We're going to turn our jetpack off and flight control off so that we can walk around normally. But as you guys can see, it goes pretty fast. I mean, it'd be like having a normal pickaxe, maybe with efficiency on it. But we can go into here too. And if we go underwater, since we have the aqua affinity, it still works pretty quickly. I could crank it up to more if I'd like to. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I found a cave. So, I will be trying to do this in my FTB world because it is cool armor. I do like it for the most part. I do miss my old equivalent exchange rings, but they're not in FTB, so just trying to see what else we can I guess we can go over here and just run into cactus and try to get hurt. As you guys can see, my health isn't going down, but up top my little meter is. So for every time I get hit, and it takes a little bit for it to actually do it, but and the other nice cool feature is if I set it to midnight, we have night vision, so you can see. But the problem is mobs still spawn. You might like think that you're out in the middle of the day and you're building something, so just be careful, be mindful of, like, obviously it's gonna look a little bit different when it's dark out than it is in the middle of the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're gonna be using aspects of this in the FTB world that I'm doing, but I did want to get it done in Voltz first because I started doing it in Voltz and I just kind of forgot about it. So we will be doing this, like I said, in FTB. There's going to be some other things in Voltz that I'd like to do. The cool thing about this world, and I think that's a unique idea that I have, is we do have a village over here. Now, obviously, the number one thing with Voltz is missiles and stuff like that. So you guys may notice that that is a weird circular pattern. It's kind of a secret, but you guys can probably take a guess at what it is. It's not completed yet, so don't expect it to be in the very next episode. But I think a cool thing to do, first of all, get away from banging zombies. But a cool thing to do would be to try all the different bombs and missiles and stuff and try them on the village. So we could like make a nice cool little platform maybe over there, launch some missiles and set off some bombs and stuff in there. I'll get out of the canyon here. And then see how they affect the village. So I think that'll be a cool thing to do. It's a good way to keep going in this because I don't have another person here. I can't be like maybe I can just fend off all the mobs with bombs and stuff, but I can't be like fighting against somebody else and working towards that. That would be the ultimate plan, but I think we'll just launch some things on some innocent villagers, which is too bad, but and then I'll figure out a way maybe to reset the world or reset the village every single time. So I think that's going to be the plan going forward. There's obviously some power situation stuff that we need to do. The solar panels really aren't cutting it anymore. I'm probably going to try to do a fission or fusion reactor, and we're going to need to do some other things like particle accelerators and all that cool stuff. So stay tuned to Voltz. I'm going to try to be doing it more often. I did kind of take a little hiatus there, but we've had episodes coming out at a pretty consistent rate lately. So switch the camera around, and that might be an issue, so I might have to do active camo on the head, but we'll take that off for the time being. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys can use this information. Once again, like I said, we'll be using it in FTB, so some of the numbers will be similar, some of them will be changed, but don't worry. If you guys are using Voltz, you can use those numbers and they should work. I mean, if you follow them step by step, they will work to a point, and then if you guys want to change it or tweak it however you'd like, that's perfectly fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and have a nice day.